I roll around these like you in Breaking Bad. This is so great. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is a very different video than the kinds that I normally film. I'm trying to look at the viewfinder, but I should be looking at you guys, but I'm looking at the viewfinder. I want to show you some of the stuff from my personal collection, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Like, I want to show you the majority of my Magic collection, my board game collection, my pop vinyl collection. It really depends on how you guys take this video, if you enjoy it. I know a good number of you are going to be like, oh, this is boring, we're going to upload Francis stuff. I will do that in the future, of course, but today I just thought for fun, let's do something a little bit different. I've done something that I've always wanted to do and something I've never done before, and that is order a shit ton of new dice. And as a lifelong Magic player, and as a lifelong D&D player, and as a lifelong gamer, I love dice. I mean, I'm just straight up addicted to them. Well, I realized how cheaply you can get bulk dice off of Amazon and decided that it was time to take advantage of that. And let me show you some stuff here before we get started. This is my current dice collection. And I mean, there's not a lot here. We keep it in this little my wife found this box at a yard sale, and it looks like a dice. Looks like a die. And this is my current dice collection. There's not, well, here, let's do this. If I can show you everything. This is what 40 years worth of collecting dice looks like, and I guess it's not that much, but you have to remember, when I first started playing, you know, Magic the Gathering and Dungeons & Dragons, we're talking 1986 for Dungeons & Dragons, we're talking 1993 for Magic. Dice were expensive. You know, you get a tube of dice, you know, a set of Polyhedral dice, even back then in my small hometown, were $8, $9, $10. And, you know, in 2015, 16 money, well, how much is that? That's 12 or 15 bucks. So I was definitely gaming on a budget. I would pick up one set of dice very rarely, very occasionally. And if I lost a piece, I had to borrow other people's dice. Damn. Now, I'm willing to wager that some of these dice are older than my viewers. Specifically, here are two glow-in-the-dark ones. This is one of the very first tubes of dice I ever picked up. These are the only two that I think are left in the collection because I've lost the rest. But I picked these up in 1990, probably, in 1989. How old, how incredible is that? But I'm glad that I still have those. There's more recent editions. There's like these from Star City Games Invitational qualifiers. There's some really weird stuff in here. Like here's this D6 for Planar Chaos. Or Plane Chase. I think they call it Plane Chase from Magic the Gathering. This is from Loot Crate. It's a rock, paper, scissors dice. I didn't keep anything else out of that crate, I think, other than the collectible and this dice, but I love this dice. Here's an emoticon dice. My wife picked this one up, I think, when we were in Eureka Springs. Here's a monetary dice, 5 cents, 10 cents. I have no clue where this came from. I have no clue what this even is. If you guys can tell me what this is supposed to be. I guess it's... What is the purpose of this? I really don't know. One of the things I've done as a Magic player is whenever I would play somebody and they had their dice bag and I had my dice bag, what I would do is I would offer them to dig through my dice bag and pick a dice that they thought was cool or interesting and trade it for any other dice. So when I say I've lost a lot of dice, I've lost quite a few, but I've also traded quite a few and gotten other dice in exchange. So some of these dice are from people I played Magic with in Southwest Virginia, Lubbock, Texas, and Indianapolis, Chicago. I mean, I played Magic all over the world, and these dice come from those people in those places. Of course, they've traveled as well. Who knows where they bought their dice? I would say I probably have 50 or 60 different people's dice represented in here. I think that's a fun thing to do. Now, whether you play D&D or you play Magic the Gathering, you'll probably have noticed there were no D20s in there. And that's because I'm so annoyed with D20s, and I have more D20s than anything else. This is my collection of D20s. Look at this. And the majority of these are spin downs from Magic the Gathering. I know for a fact that I have some of the very first spin downs ever made. I generally have 3 or 4 from each set from buying pre-release pods and pre-release pods and fat packs. And there's a small ton. I guess I'm just going to add those back to the basic today. But, I mean, you can see that's more than half the collection. I mean, there's a massive number of spin downs, a massive number of D20s. it's difficult to find a D6 or a D8. D20s are not good for using as counters or using as tokens in Magic, and Magic's what I play the most of these days. So here's some of the dice that I got, and here's some more of the dice that I got, and here's some more of the dice that I got, and here is more of the dice that I got, and here is more of the dice that I got. I got over 500 new die. I got 5 different packs of die here. And I thought it'd be fun to look at each one of them and crack them open and see which is the best one. We'll talk about prices, we'll talk about quality, so on and so forth. Here is 100 dice party pack. 10 colors with 10 dice each. This is family glue, I guess. And I think this was $20 or $25 for 100 dice with 10 different colors. They're all D6s. And the reason I got this one is because I felt like all D6s is a great way to go, because D6 works really, really well for counters and for tokens in Magic the Gathering. So in here you get here's black, that's brown, blue, purple. Well, no, that's a pinkish purple. That's a purple. I guess that's pink. That's probably pink and that's probably purple. There's your basic white dice that you'll get in every board game ever. There's some nice orange ones. Here's green. There's some yellow and black. Next up is Chessex brand, and I really like Chessex. This is a pound of D6. Yeah, that's right. They actually measure this by the pound. The problem with this always is it's completely random. You're not going to get like several of the same color. It's still, I believe, factory first. I don't know if it's factory second, but they can be completely different sizes, and you'll never know what size you're going to get because Chessex makes all kinds of sizes of dice. So, again, this is, I think I paid $19 for this. So, and I'm supposed to get about 100 dice based on the Amazon comments, so let's see what we actually get. Well, this is what a pound of D6s looks like, and it's pretty damn cool. There's only a few really small ones in here. Here's a much larger one, here's a much smaller one, here's your pretty average size. I forget the millimeter sizes. There's a huge variety in here, which is nice, whereas the other set, which I think cost more, had about the same number of dice. I haven't counted them just yet. But look at this one. Look at this little crystal-y clear one. I really like that. It's this nice translucent yellow. This is a giant translucent blue one. A lot of really nice ones here. Let me show you these real quick while I'm doing this. These are my little dice pots. And I painted this myself, if you can't tell by the terrible paint job. But I painted this myself. It's got this little lid on it. And we fired this at a little place up in Michigan called, oh, I don't remember, Painting with a Twist or something along that line. It's a little ceramic store. You come in, you pick something off the shelf, you paint it however you want to paint it, and it's a perfect little dice pot. Okay, I tried to organize these a little bit. I pulled the ones out of the dice pot. Those are the ones that I got from the previous set. Here's some white ones, some little orphan colors, a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow. A good number of basic white ones here. Well, I think they're a little bit smaller than the others. These ivory colored ones are really nice. Again, I got two of these little clear ones, these ice colored ones. I really like those. I got a ton of blue ones, some are different, and a ton of red ones. So I guess it's not a huge amount of variety out of here. All right, here's another $20 worth of dice. This time it's Chessex again, but instead of a dice or pound of D6, this is now a pound of Polyhedral. So this is every type of dice under the rainbow. Okay, right off the bat, I am seeing some ugly, just almost unusable dice. I can barely see the numbers on this. Look at that. Ugh. The numbers are kind of off-kilter as well. What are with these? Why are these in here? Why does Chessex even make these? That is awful. This is supposed to be a little set of dice, a guaranteed set of Polyhedrals that all match. You're supposed to get one of these in the pound of dice every time, so hopefully we got a cool set. Let's see here. Oh, those are actually really nice. Oh geez. I really like these. They're kind of, I don't know how they look on camera, but here, they're kind of bluish white. Well, they're kind of like sky diamonds or something. I like these a lot. Okay, now I have had experience with these dice before. And I'll tell you that when we've had this experience, this is exactly what we got. The small shop that I used to help run, we used to have discount dice. And they would come from these pounds of dice where we'd open them up and sell them for like a quarter or 45 cents each. I forget exactly what we sold them at. The problem is you never get an even distribution for some reason. Not even close to even. So look at all these D20s we have here, right? Then a metric shitload of D10s, only a few D8s, only a few D12s, a lot of D6s, and very, very few D4s. So I don't know why the distribution is always weird. This just could be variation. This just could be variance. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's frustrating if you're looking for a D&D group's worth of dice. I have a second dice jar that I made, so this is perfect. It should fit perfectly into this. Okay, so moving away from the random stuff. This is from Yellow Mountain, I guess, the ultimate Polyhedral dice set, and it claims to have 126 dice of 18 different colors, complete set of 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20, and percentage dice. So, I mean, this, I think, is probably the way to go, even though I think this is really close to 30 bucks. I also really like that the family dice set, and then this dice set comes in a nice cloth bag. I mean, it's not as good as a Crown Royal bag, which is what I think everyone used back in the day, but still pretty dang nice. These come pre-sorted, so that is perfect for the video. And, wow, they actually have some really nice colors in this. I like this kind of sparkly. This is just kind of a basic black here. There's a translucent yellow. It's a cute little purple. Some basic white. Some basic green. Oh, no, very nice purple. I have dice almost exactly like these. Very nice purple in those. Decent reddish amber here. Kind of a darker blue than those ones we got earlier. These are ugly. I do not like those. These are okay. Decent red. Here's some lighter blues. Wow, a lot of blues in this set. Oh, these are super cool. These light lime green, you probably think they're awful, but they look great in the viewfinder. I bet they'll look great on film as well. There's some more black, but probably slightly different. Some more red. Here's some translucent blue. Very cool. I like those. Translucent red and some more opaque greens. Wow, I mean, this is pretty nice. That is a lot of dice, even though it's 30 bucks. And you get the dice bag, you get the full set. I mean, I really, really, really like these. And last but not least, I expected this to be the best one, so I saved it for last, but I don't know. I like that last one so much. This is 20 complete dice sets. It's the bag of holding. It comes with the bag of holding. 140 total dice. So I'm hoping the sets are nicer. I think this, again, I think this is 26 or 29, so probably the same price or close to the other ones, so the dice will just have to be better. I think there's more of them, but they have to be better. Sammy! Sammy, what are you doing? Sammy, you can't eat dice. You can't eat dice. Now, speaking of classic Crown Royal bags, this is exactly what this is. This is a bag of holding, but this is exactly like a Crown Royal bag, except, I mean, it's different colors, but it's sculpted to be exactly like one. Oh, no sets in here. This is not already sorted. We're going to have to sort this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, see you in 20 minutes. Okay, that really wasn't that bad. Definitely 20 sets here, and again, these yellow ones are just gross, but these translucent yellow ones are great. And look at these pearlescent white ones. Those are fantastic. I love these, like, I don't know, brighter orange ones. I love all these. This lime one is also great. I like this sparkly-ish brown. Wow, a lot of these are really, really nice. Weird number of different colors. I mean, like, there's like 3 different types of greens and 3 different types of blues. And then some reds and some oranges. One type of purple, though. I don't know. I don't know how they arrived at these particular 20. I don't know if they're always the same. But, I mean, if you don't mind sorting it, this is a really, really... Whoa. Yeah, okay, those are pretty good. Those are older. This is a really nice bag and a really nice set of dice. Probably the better of them now that I'm looking at it. It's not so great because they're not pre-sorted. And if you want to keep them sorted, there's no real way to do it. You don't have little baggies yet. You'll have to buy baggies on your own, little sandwich baggies if you want to keep them separated. I probably will not keep them separated because I know I'm going to start losing them anyway. I might keep one of these to set aside, the one that's pre-bagged for D&D purposes, and the rest of this will just go to the collection. But now let's look at what we've done to my collection. So here was my previous collection, including all D20s. And let's go ahead. Oh God, they're getting everywhere. There's no everywhere. And now we can add these to the collection. Yes. And we can add these to the collection. and these to the collection, and these to the collection, and these to the collection. Oh my god! I roll around these like you in Breaking Bad. This is so great. Okay, I'm feeling sane again. This is great. Every time we have a party at my place or we play D&D or we play Magic, people are always looking for dice. Now they'll have more dice than they could ever use. And I'm super happy about that. This is literally a childhood fantasy. And I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. If you choose to leave a comment or like it, I appreciate that too. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon. Sammy's been miserable this whole time he filmed this video because he thinks dice are food. Sammy, dice aren't food. Are you hungry? You ready? Let's go.